We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. What's happening in stocks? Why is crypto down? When will this end? Is the decline in the stock market good for crypto? Will the Fed cut rates at the end of the month? All questions you may have, all questions that will be answered. Is this another crypto conference curse? Unfortunately, yes. Consensus was down. The down move happened after consensus. Bitcoin Nashville happens before the conference. Luckily, I am here to take care of you while YouTubers are doing their thing in Nashville. We are going to go through everything, absolutely everything. But I will give you the bottom line. See what Aave is doing today? The system is going, you know what? We may need crypto. So crypto looks awful. Crypto is down. And my answer to that is blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Now, I know no one wants to watch their positions go lower. But the simple fact of the matter is, get to the chopper in legacy is in effect. There was a $70 report in the Patreon store early July that started off with get to the chopper in legacy. Was a smidge early, doesn't matter. Legacy, out. Okay. Crypto is going to be the winner in all of this. I will give you all the details. Now, before I get going here, just a reminder, this show is brought to you by my Patreon. Patreon.com/unhinged crypto. In Patreon, we're doing historical analysis, podcasts, coaching, and the Patreon store is we're hitting with a whole new list of altcoins. There's a small list in there of small caps that we like. Mid caps are coming. Please go check this out. For what we're talking about here, given the volatility that is here and is coming, pay us a visit. Also, check out the affiliate logo down below for LuxAlgo. LuxAlgo is like changing my life. There's a new Bitcoin ETF price prediction on the YouTube channel. And of course, this is a reminder to turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. You do those things. You help me help you. And we are going to need help in this market, particularly with all of YouTube on vacation. Okay, let's take a moment to welcome who's here. We have Bob Marsh checking in first. Did you meme? How you doing? That's a new name. Richard Barry, NOG, followed by Bull Runner, Cat D, the originals, T-Pod, Bubba Smith. From Denmark is here. Welcome. Forget about it in the house. Bubba, Crypto Steph, New Wind, Kenny, Donato, BitBoy Al. Welcome to the show. Renee is here. Hello. Daniel J. from Jersey. Big Rich, the king of dip buying. We have Steve, king of DeFi. He is about to become a very, very prominent king. Hey, yes, influencers are on YouTube today. Yes, I have no doubt that they are streaming. Okay, but I'm going to give you the macro stuff. Denmark in the house. Pancakes and peanut butter. Miklo, welcome. John from Nashville, what's up? Manuel from Venezuela, bullish Rune and cacao. I couldn't agree more. Cross-chain DeFi borders on a no-brainer on this dip. XRP turned up on the day. I have a report coming out for YouTube called the XRP Bear Trap, which is a great demonstration of LuxAlgo for a long-term price prediction. Guy D, I'm speaking the truth. M4DM4N. Welcome. Okay, absolutely time to get busy quickly. Let's go. First of all, what is happening? Like, please explain this to me. What is going on? I would be happy to. The first problem we have, obviously, is that tech stocks are overvalued, overowned by retail and hedge funds. They cannot jump over earnings bars anymore, meaning the street sets an earnings estimate and they're no longer able to exceed the estimates. In some cases, they're falling short. So that's a wee bit of a problem, given the fact that there's, lots of froth there, period. Next problem, Canada. Okay. 7 out of 10 Canadians think that there's a problem in Canada. Okay. They're headed for an economic decline, according to this. And to get specific, to get very specific, okay, the Bank of Canada repo crisis requiring $16 billion of liquidity injections. Okay, that's legacy speak. In English, banks need money and they're pumping money into the banking system massively. And even before this happened, right? Even before this happened, CIBC, a huge Canadian bank, says the Bank of Canada needs to get real about the tightening measures, right? They got high interest rates, high home prices, massive leverage, weakening economic growth, unusual government policies, people unafraid to, people like can't afford things up there. So if you have a bank problem, that's serious. And the Canadian currency has been dropping for days. So don't think that this is not a problem. Now, for crypto people at the end, and this is going to be like a fortune cookie, right? At the end of everything, you can add, this is eventually good for crypto. Okay. High money has to come into the system from multiple central banks to stop what's going on here, period. Okay. Period. All right. Zero Hedge reports that something big is happening in Japan. How do you know? Yesterday, stocks were down and bonds were down. Somebody is selling everything. What happens in legacy? They have what are called value at risk or VAR models. What does a VAR model do? It will see volatility in one asset class like tech stocks. So 1 minute tech stocks are up only, and then boom. The VAR model looks at that and goes, oh no, and starts ordering portfolio managers to sell. Now, in the case of some of these Japanese banks or insurance companies, they've got problems with both currency losses in our bond market. They have problems. They may have to start selling assets. That's what was going on last night. Now, how do you know that this is true? How do you know that there was forced selling last night? Because 10 minutes before I went on the air, everything was down, and then it just sort of levitated back up. You got these bear market rallies. So when the forced selling took a break, you levitate back up. And then you invoke the classic comment, beware the failed rally. Beware rallies that fail. And then equities may have also gotten to a point where people are afraid to be short. If you have failed rallies and the fear of being short, that bodes for continuation lower in stonks. Hopefully, that's not the case. However, you have to accept the fact that given what's going on here, you may have to see Fed rate cuts at the meeting at the end of the month to stop it, which is why I refuse to get bearish crypto, even though it's getting hammered along with equities. U.S. continuing jobless claims hovers at 32-month highs. Okay, I'll start at the end. Why do we care about this in crypto? Because rate cuts. There are defaults on mortgages, cars, and credit cards, with consumers citing unemployment as a reason for defaults. The job market is this close to completely falling out of bed. The Fed has acknowledged this. The Fed has acknowledged this. I have a tweet somewhere in here where, here it is. This is very important. And this is bullish crypto. So Let them sell it. Let them sell it to you at a good price. New York Fed President Bill Dudley is out with an opinion piece. I've been in the higher for longer camp. In other words, interest rates are going to be high forever. Insisting that the U.S. Reserve must hold short-term interest rates at the current level or higher to get inflation under control. The fact changed. You don't say, Bill, really? He must be watching the show. So I've changed my mind. The Fed should cut, preferably at next week's policy meeting. More troubling, the 3-month average of the unemployment rate, blah, 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 economics jargon, it's falling out of bed, as in the job situation. Percentage of Americans that worry they won't be able to pay their bills is worse than the Great Recession. You know what fixes this? Bitcoin. Bitcoin fixes this. Human suffering. However, naturally, the Bureau of Labor Statistics is reporting that gross domestic product is soaring and inflation is high, unfortunately. I don't believe any of this. I don't believe any of this at all. Okay? That's it. I just don't. Okay, Elon Musk reminding everybody that, yeah, we owe a lot of money and this could affect the dollar. The dollar versus the Swiss franc made a new low. Why is that relevant? Well, you know, the Swiss franc once upon a time was like gold. It's like Ethereum. You know, it's the place you went when you were worried about the dollar or you were worried about the world in general. So, legacy, get to the chopper. Crypto, getting dragged down with legacy. But at the end of the month, going back to our friend Bill Dudley, the Fed should cut, preferably at the next meeting. So can you see this thing down, down, down? Oh no, this is the problem. And then Powell has to come in and either talk super dovish or just get over himself and cut. Now, the initial reaction to that may be, oh my God, he just had a cut. I don't care, right? I just don't care, right? In other words, they want to sell us Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana at discounted prices. We should take it from them. We should take it from them. Now, just as a reminder, this show is brought to you by my Patreon, right? There is a need for guidance at multiple levels in this market. This QR code will get you there. LuxAlgo has helped me. It is helping me. It is 1/3 the price of DeMark. Please head down there and check that out. Okay, back to the news. Back to the news. Back to the news. Back to the news. Sorry. Okay. Ethereum sell-off signals more trouble. Okay. So as you may or may not know, there are certain products in the stock market that hold Ethereum. Those products are now out of fashion. They have to sell their Ethereum, and that will eventually make their way over to the Ethereum ETF. As a public service announcement, there is no upside in stocks. None. I mean, stocks can bounce, stocks can go back up, but I mean, is this like up-only trend going to continue? No. No. And if there is an up move in stocks, it'll be in things like utilities or things that are interest rate sensitive. So I don't know why no one thinks money isn't going to flow from wildly overvalued tech stocks into wildly undervalued forms of money that happen to be traded inside of an ETF. Holy cow. We're worried about what Grayscale is selling. We should be worried about everybody selling Microsoft, Google, Netflix, Meta, Nvidia, Apple. Where's that money going? That's what you need to be talking about. By the way, did you know the Chinese cut rates? Whoops, we have a problem. Yeah, There's a problem out there, folks. And this thing can spread. Like volatility can breed more volatility. Do not be the person that pukes your entire crypto position out right before this turns. They cut rates in July, or they signal they're cutting rates massively later. This crypto market is going to turn around and go straight up. Now, it could turn around, go up, and then correct. And then the big move could be a month from now. But think about this for a second. We could be 30 days away from everything that Satoshi ever said comes true. And manage your portfolio from there. Marathon Digital, a Bitcoin miner, buys 100 million Bitcoin. Wait a minute. I thought Bitcoin miners made Bitcoin, so they're supposed to sell Bitcoin. Yeah, right. So they took money from selling whatever or energy and they bought more Bitcoin. How long do you think it's going to take? How much of this TV show are people going to watch? Right? Like I saw this funny meme going around like, hey, I can't come to the phone right now. I'm watching the Netflix show, The United States. It's a great way to talk about it. This impacts the dollar. This is going to make people want to buy more Bitcoin. Bitcoin whales go on an unprecedented buying spree because they're all dumb and they don't know what's going on, right? Right. Okay, again, ETHE outflow. Everybody worried about what you shouldn't be worried about. Honestly, okay? Top reasons why ETH is down. So this is like a new thing in the media. Like, why is the market down? The market's down because it broke a chart point or more sellers than buyers. Again, why is Bitcoin falling? Everybody wants to know why Bitcoin is falling. Bitcoin is falling because it's all following equities because of VAR models, right? Everybody, every portfolio manager is getting non-optional messages to sell. And if you have a failed rally in equities, that could continue. Hopefully there is no failed rally in equities and somehow that stops. Now, just as a reminder, okay, meme coins were making a new high before this happened. And you also had Bitcoin appearing on the sphere in Las Vegas, which, you know, again, that scares me. And of course, crypto gets hammered right after that, but we will talk about what the strategy is. And again, red means go. Here is Mr. Powell in Patreon with some really cool graphs on interest rate cuts using LuxAlgo and a 10-minute podcast giving you guidance. And I can say things that I cannot see on YouTube. So support the channel, get information. Altcoin reports are coming to the store. We are going to BTFD in this market. Please check that out. Now, let's see who else is here before I go to PowerPoint. Okay. Okay. Somebody says service-based GDP up. Hooray. Daniel J is here. Noah on Twitter. Welcome. Bubba is like, hey, we're the problem. They got problems in Japan for sure. CB Mail, welcome. Okay. USA will save Japan. By the way, the only way to save Japan is to get the yen to stop collapsing, which it has, which is to get the dollar lower. And the only way to get the dollar lower is to what? Cut rates. Cut rates. Please cut rates. Crypto Crazy is here. The Fuzz Crypto in the house, reminding you to hit the like button. Man, hit that thing, people. In this environment, I honestly need all the help I can get. So if you're there, hit it for me. Okay, PowerPoint, let's go. QQQ. So for those of you who have heard me talk about DeMark work, you remember that there are two primary signals here. There's the 13s and the 9 signals. That's why the numbers are big on the DeMark charts. So if you have a 9 signal, that means one of two things. It either means, it can mean a reversal, or it can mean a pause in a bigger trend. So here's a 9 signal, here's a pause, here's the trend resuming. Here's a 9 signal, here's a pause, here's the trend resuming. That, of course, was in equities, was up only when Stan Druckenmiller, one of the most famous hedge fund players ever, was distributing his NVIDIA to Schwab investors. Okay, now on the way down, you have a 9 bottom. And you have this little teeny weeny failed rally, gravestone doji, and then boom, down 4%. Now, in Patreon, we cover the history of QQQ down 3.5% in the middle of the week. I am going to let you go in there and hear about it. What I can tell you on this is beware the failed rally, right? Because this, in theory, is 2 weeks of downside if this continues. So Qs have to like reverse, fill this gap, and keep going. Otherwise, it's theoretically, it's 2 weeks. Scary. Okay, S&P is holding support as of now. S&P is actually up on the day as I'm talking. Great. There was the 13 top that ended it all. This could be 4 more days if the rally fails. So if you got 4 more down days in SPY, you could have 12 more down days in Qs. Freaky. Hopefully, this stabilizes. Now, how does it stabilize? How does it stabilize? The Fed's got to put high-powered money in the system. Rate cuts are cosmetic. You know, he's just got to come in and flip the switch. So, you know, the Canadians have to flip the switch. We have to flip the switch. Everybody's got to flip the switch. Especially if you have like big banks with big problems. You know, they're not going to be worried about core PCE if you've got major financial issues in an election year. They're going to press the button. I mean, realistically speaking, the Fed chairman is arguably the most powerful person in the United States. Right now, Jerome Powell's running the whole show. Whatever he does is going to determine dollar direction, bond market quality, stock market. I mean, he is at the helm. And I don't see how this can go on much longer without them stepping in and doing something. Hopefully they did something today because, again, July 25th, midday, equities were looked like they were going to zero, and then they bounced. That could have been an end to the forced selling. That could be the plunge protection team. Okay, just as a reminder, this is the dollar versus the Canadian currency. It's been up only. Everybody has been in a big hurry to get out of the Canadian currency, underscoring the nature of the problem. Bitcoin solves this. So does Ethereum. So does Solana. So do the sectors that are coming to a big Patreon report soon in the shop. So if you're allergic to a monthly subscription cost, you can shop for the single name report that will be in there in the next 48 hours. Solana. Now, I don't really like diagonal formations in crypto. I don't think they work that well. However, Solana has broken out of this trend line, out of this triangle drawn in white, and LuxAlgo has inserted a support floor around 160. I cannot come up with the logical reason for Solana to go down unless we're talking about a cataclysmic risk-off trade. Solana is going to compete for attention and try to hold its own. Maybe it's not a buy at 180, but maybe it is at 150. Altcoins have reached support. Let's hope they hold. Even if Solana doesn't hold 150, you're looking for a place to get involved. Legacy debacle is the start of the decoupling. So legacy down, crypto down, but then crypto, when it reverses, will be incredible. And, you know, you got like 5 days until the Fed You got maybe a bottom in August, and then you got starting strong trend in September and up only in November. I mean, it's really here, folks. The Satoshi white paper is playing out on your TV screen. Bitcoin, there's support at 64K. I'm sorry, I can't get bearish Bitcoin. I just can't. You know, if they take out the support in March when it's at 125K, you're not going to care if you got it at 62 or 60. You're not. And there's all these people dying to get short this stuff. I think that's crazy banana pants. Crazy. This stuff's going, equities bounced and are up. Transportation stocks and Russell 2000 were up 2% 5 minutes ago, and Bitcoin is still down. Oh my God, these people are out of their minds. Out of their minds. Particularly since there's going to be an announcement in a couple of days about Bitcoin as a strategic asset. The individual speaking in Nashville is going to have 30 minutes to tell you all the unbelievable things that he's going to do, and he has to do with crypto. And you want to know who wrote that speech? I'll tell you who wrote that speech. Larry Fink at BlackRock. Think about it. And that's the market update. Okay. We're going to see who's here. Bitcoin dominance could go higher. Yes, that's true. Okay. Trisha Elliott reminding you that Patreon is worth it. And yes, it is in your interest to keep me going in this type of environment. Okay. T-Bone, what did I miss? T-Bone Marathon Digital just bought $100 million in Bitcoin. Aren't Bitcoin miners supposed to be selling Bitcoin? Yeah, I don't think so. They are the Bitcoin farm. Crypto Chronic here from Tennessee. Todd Clark giving me some love. Thank you. Okay. All right. Bubba is thinking that, hey, maybe equities bottom this month and S&P has a blow off top. Oh. Well, that doesn't seem to be on the DeMark charts right this second, but I'll take it. I'm fine with that. In other words, crypto is going to decouple from stonks one way or the other. Either we're going to go up way more than stonks do, or when, if we get dragged lower with them, when we recover, crypto is going to recover much faster, particularly since we could have 2 or 3 crypto ETFs running in the next 6 months. I just can't come up with a case to not buy that. Hence the price prediction on the YouTube channel for the Bitcoin ETF to go from 36 to 50. I mean, it's right there in plain sight. It's Fibonacci circles with LuxAlgo. It's unbelievable. I mean, I definitely would appreciate it if you would watch the video. Okay, live TA. Shockingly, I'm not going to forget to share the screen this time. All right. We got to just look at where we are. I mean, this is the type of a market where I could do a PowerPoint presentation and then have to change it 5 minutes later. Okay. Actually, let me also remind you of something else. In Patreon, there's a store. Okay. I'm going to share the store, and then that will conclude the shill for today. I have hot altcoins. These are small caps, like, 700-900 market cap. Very interested in these coins, particularly since they're down. Bitcoin miners max upside targets for September. This uses historical analysis to come with a average upside target, a meh upside target, a wow upside target, and a worst case scenario. And this is no longer available because I think people have gotten the point. Crypto Revolution Roadmap, get to the chopper in legacy. Also, we have gaming coins in there as well, a big theme for 2025. Now, live TA, let's go. Okay, so this is QQQ on a 4-hour chart. LuxAlgo gives you the sell signal actually right at the top. And then it brings you down to a huge support level at 460 in Qs. Just as a reminder, Qs topped at 500, just the way NASDAQ topped at 5,000 back in 2000. So we're doing a nice big fat rally today. And as you can see, Dow Jones transportation stocks, right? In other words, in the stock market, they're looking for some place to go. Where can we go? I don't know. Let's buy railroad stocks. Okay. That's nice. Okay. Plunge protection team is probably in, right? VIX gets to a take profit target on LuxAlgo, gets to the top of LuxAlgo's version of a Bollinger Band. VIX comes off. Let's hope VIX stays that way. Okay. Meanwhile, look what I got. Look at this. Hello, Aave. Wait, you mean a DeFi protocol? Could that be a big Patreon theme? Wait a minute. Aave is up 5% with the whole market down. Huh. What could that be about? Well, you better stay tuned and get in Patreon and find out. You better find out. I'm serious. Okay, let's go through Coinbase alts. Pro. This is home sales online. If rates come down, homes will start to trade. The real estate market is locked, meaning prices are too high. Nobody can get financing. So homes are not trading. Yeah, the ones that sell at high prices, but everything else is locked. True Finance. Okay, True Finance got rejected at resistance. Checking a 20-hour chart. Okay, the 62% retracement is just below 11 cents. Okay, this is unsecured lending or regular lending on the blockchain. I want it. XRP, strong like bull. Not backing off. Not backing off. Coming soon to YouTube channel. The XRP long-term price prediction. Needless to say, bulls will be happy about that work. Arrow. Okay. Arrow, the base DEX, support at 86 cents. So bottom at 40, top at $1, retracement to 86. It will be interesting to see if this holds. If it doesn't, well, you know what? You're going to get to buy it cheaper. Blockchain forensics, Arkham, at its lows. Like, can you imagine being able to pick this thing up if it makes a new low? You have buy signals on LuxAlgo. That's the little X. That's the LuxAlgo equivalent of a 13 bottom. And you've got this little triangle down here on the oscillator matrix. The bottom in Arkham actually should have been 2 days ago. So what's everyone doing? What you're doing is they're panicking and selling all this stuff into the hole just because equities are down. Now, I understand it all moves together. I get it. So I'm not stupid, and I don't want people are asking me about leverage and stuff like that. Look, you got to be careful. You got to be smart. Okay, near in the Grayscale AI ETF. Okay, near has got support at 531. Okay, I just cannot get negative on this stuff. Okay, render on Coinbase. I don't know how much data I have. Okay, render at its lows. I mean, AI is a virtually forgotten topic in crypto. So render has to get positive money flow. And you know, I'm not going to lie, LuxAlgo is selling it now. Maybe LuxAlgo is going to sell it into a trap because, again, it's a momentum following model. I cannot get bearish this stuff. Okay, Chainlink. Chainlink is breaking support. Okay. Support was at 1271, but you have LuxAlgo like what are called green triangles, and that's their equivalent of a 13 bottom. Now, again, where can Chainlink go on the downside? I mean, there's this big level down here around 12. Why is Chainlink was up only and now it's down only? Okay, thank you. I'll take it from you at some point of despair. Who knows? That could be $11.60 in a worst case scenario. DeFi, I'm going to put up, oh, what did I do? DeFi, I'm going to put up RUNE. RUNE, we're just going to literally, at some point, we're going to take it all. Now, right now, RUNE is breaking breaking support. I do have these like little triangle buy signals. We'll see if they hold. Looking at a big picture chart, look at this, man. You got support in RUNE all the way down to $4, $4.06. I cannot get bearish this stuff. I can acknowledge that there are risks because of equities. I just can't get negative. Okay. Okay. NOS doing altcoin overtime here. Man, if you ever hit the like button or subscribe to the channel for altcoin overtime, I will take the love. Okay, here again, you can see how much easier LuxAlgo makes my life. NOS on a 4-hour chart, you know, this is like basically support at the recent lows, right? Beta. The bigger the base, the higher in the space. Okay, so beta lurches up. There's support at 0.055. This kind of thrashing, okay, can be good. It can lead to a give-up trade. Again, people giving up on cryptos that you believe in is an opportunity, particularly since all of crypto is down like 5%, minus Bitcoin, ETH just completely taking it on the chin, going to QQQ. So there's a lot of support on the 4-hour chart. There's a lot of support on the 89-minute chart. Okay, this got to a take profit point. Let's hope this doesn't get any worse. If it does, you're going to see the Fed. Period. End of story. You will see the Fed. Okay. Ask Freeman said that's a good personality trait, not being negative. Yes, I can have a tendency to be bearish, just not in crypto. I think having a positive attitude about this and understanding what can happen, right? So here's Russell 2000. Now, again, this is an amazing little chart that I don't mind running. So this is, I don't know, we'll just do 20-hour to keep it all the same. Okay, so this is small caps, right? Now, of course, small caps did nothing while the Magnificent 7 or the Magnificent 5 did nothing but rally, and then small caps caught up. And they're still buying it. Best performer of the day, transportation and small caps. Fascinating. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the redheaded stepchildren today. Whatever. Have fun with this. Have tons of fun with this. Now, yes, people are running around and asset allocation has to happen in equities. Crazy. Crazy that does not affect crypto. And I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's for Patreon people, but this is the interest rate on the 1-year treasury bill. And as you can see, the market is starting to price in rate cuts. This is now down at 4.85% with Fed funds over 5%, meaning rate cuts are coming. Microsoft. Okay, let's just, I don't know, let's have a laugh, draw a trend line. Okay, so trend line support is here. Great. Great. The best thing that can happen for crypto is that this stops. The worst thing that can happen for crypto is that this whole thing breaks down. Note the LuxAlgo sell signal at the top. Down here, the red triangles, the X, and this thing. I'm telling you, this is making my life easier. You know, I did get to the chopper a little bit too early, and I never stopped to get to the chopper on this. Okay. Okay. Any thoughts on GME? Yes, GME went like completely quiet. And I would have thought GME, if there was going to be like something going on that would have gotten everybody excited, it would have been that, but that just kind of went away. So let's look at it. There's a lot of support underneath the market. So this is the 4-hour chart. Honestly, man, there's not a whole lot to say here. I mean, normally I don't say that, but, you know, 22.99 looked like a good support point. That's it, man. I can't get anything else out of this. All I know is if you have some kind of US hedge fund squeeze along with all this, I mean, these stocks are up today, which is funny. Okay. All right. Crypto Crazy is reminding you the price action is similar to the last bull market. Market makers scare you out and then turn around and go higher. And Steve J is in the house reminding everybody about DeFi. We are going to need an alternative to the legacy system. Okay, let's sum it up. Beware the failed rally in stocks. I don't have to predict stock market direction. All I have to tell you is beware the failed rally. If that starts accelerating again, you probably have to deal with downside in crypto. Crypto may stabilize if equities stabilize. Crypto, in the event that it all goes down again, will come back faster. And if they do not cut rates in July, I don't know what to tell you about their legacy going forward. If they look at this and don't do something or say something, it's insane. And the second that happens, no matter what is occurring, Bitcoin leads everything out of the hole, Ethereum, Solana, the Bitcoin ETF, and eventually the whole idea simply that altcoins are not altcoins. They're the new tech stocks. Okay, Steve J, I can't help, wants to look at the 45-minute chart of Aave. Again, Aave up 5% today. Probably nothing. Not true. Okay, LuxAlgo is inserting support underneath Aave as it rallies. We've seen this before. Steve J will tell you Aave is a project that actually makes money. Looking forward to more work on DeFi, and I have to share the screen in order for you to see it. They're inserting support underneath as Aave rallies. More on DeFi coming to a report in the Patreon store. People, this is the time when you need analysts. Hit the like button. Turn on the notifications. Visit Patreon. Check out LuxAlgo in the affiliate link. I will see you soon.